Do you really want to be the kind of leader that people want to follow? Do you wish it were easy to gain people's trust, loyalty, and respect? In this video, we'll learn about the old leadership secrets of Miyamoto Musashi, the famous samurai whose timeless lessons will teach you how to be a strong, honest leader. Step 1. Be human first. Being a person first is the first thing that will make you a leader that people want to follow. Musashi Miyamoto was a warrior, but he was also a person with questions, fears, and weak spots. He knew that the only way to be truly strong is to face all of life's challenges head-on, not by pretending to be invincible. People often think that being a leader means having to be perfect or tough as nails. Really, though, people follow leaders who are open about their problems, show that they understand, and connect with them on a human level. You must understand that there is more than one way to get to the top of the mountain, Musashi told them. This is a good lesson that everyone is different and that being a leader means meeting people where they are. Being human first means recognizing your own humanity and letting other people be who they are. When you lead by being real, people trust you. When you're honest, people can tell. They feel safer telling you their thoughts, owning up to mistakes, and improving with you. This is what makes people loyal. Musashi spent years by himself and thought about things, which helped him improve both his skills and his knowledge of himself. Being self-aware is very important. When leaders deny being human, they build distance. Leaders who use it build relationships. Putting yourself first means being kind, patient, and accepting. It means putting people before systems and listening more than talking. Being humble means being able to say, "I don't know everything," and still move forward. Don't forget that leadership isn't a job title. When you show that you care about other people, they will want to follow you instead of having to. Step 2. Fix problems, not blame. People want to follow a leader who solves problems instead of abusing their power. Miyamoto Musashi was a great tactician who knew that focusing on solutions is much more effective than dwelling on problems. Do not let the body be dragged along by the mind, nor the mind be dragged along by the body, he wrote. This teaches us to stay clear and on task even when things are going crazy. When you blame others, you spread fear, anger, and lack of trust. It takes attention away from what needs to be done to solve the problem and move forward. Leaders who fix problems instead of pointing the finger create an environment where people are responsible, creative, and willing to work together. A lot of bad things happened in Musashi's life, like duels and problems, but he never spent time blaming others. Rather, he looked into what was really going on, changed his strategy, and kept going. This way of thinking is very important for leaders. A good leader steps up when problems appear to understand what's going on without passing judgment. What happened? They ask. How can we make it better? This shouldn't happen again, right? This proactive attitude makes people more open and helps them solve problems. People who are blamed are less likely to speak out or admit they were wrong. Fixing problems helps people learn and grow. It makes you stronger and more confident. To get better at this step, practice being calm, curious, and focused on answers when you face problems. If someone on your team makes a mistake, don't attack them, teach them instead. If a project fails, don't blame someone else. Instead, look at what went wrong and make things better. The teachings of Musashi tell us to keep our minds calm and sharp. When you do that, people will want to follow you through tough times because they know you'll lead them to answers instead of conflict. Step 3. Say, "I don't know." It may seem easy, but one of the most powerful things you can do as a leader is to say, "I don't know." Miyamoto Musashi knew how important it was to be humble and keep learning. In strategy, it's important to see faraway things as if they were close and look at close things from afar, he said. This means being aware of both what you know and what you don't know. Leaders who act like they know everything put up walls around themselves. They could lose respect and make their teams feel alone. Others think that behind the appearance of confidence there is pride or fear. Leaders who accept uncertainty, on the other hand, make room for conversation, teamwork, and growth. "I don't know" is not a sign of weakness. It shows bravery and honesty. It shows that you are smart and sure of yourself enough to know your bounds. Being honest builds trust and encourages others to share their knowledge. Musashi studied all his life. He always had new things to learn and was interested in many different styles, methods, and ideas. He knew that there were many ways to reach mastery and that being open is the key to knowledge. As a boss, you should use the phrase, "I don't know a lot." Use it to get other people to speak up, share their thoughts, and work with you to find answers. When you're clear about your limits, your team knows they can do the same. People can relate to and admire you because you are humble. It makes a culture where innovation and always getting better survive. Making leadership a group effort instead of a one-person job. Don't forget that not even the best warriors said they knew everything. The best leaders of today don't either. It's because they are open and curious that people want to follow them. Step 4. Remember small details. It's important for great leaders to remember the little things. It was easy for Miyamoto Musashi to notice things. He wrote, "In strategy, it's important to stop the enemy from doing things that are useful but let them do things that aren't." He seems to pay close attention to the little things that might not seem important but can change the outcome of a fight or battle. It's not micromanaging to pay attention to details when you're a boss. It's about being truly present and aware, and seeing things that other people miss. You show care and respect when you remember little things about people, events, or processes. You'll feel strong when a leader knows your name, your birthday, or something important to you. It builds relationships and trust. "You matter" is written on it. Musashi trained hard so that he could pick up on small changes in his opponent's energy, stance, and breathing. When leaders reach this level of awareness, they can read the room, see problems coming, and help their team in useful ways. Remembering small things also means keeping promises, following up on talks, and appreciating work, even if it seems small. Over time, this builds trust. You build a culture of respect and belonging when you show people that you see them for who they are, not just their job or output. People want to follow leaders who treat each person with respect. Paying attention to the little things shows that a leader is mindful and care, which are traits that people really connect with. The memory of Musashi teaches us that details are often what separate us from defeat. Develop your understanding to become a leader that people want to follow. Pay attention to the little things. They help build trust, respect, and relationships. Step 5. Laugh at your mistakes. Though being a leader is a big job, it's not a terrible duty. Miyamoto Musashi knew how important it was to have a mix of strength, humor, and humility. "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain," he told her one time. Being open means being able to make mistakes and learn from them without fear. When leaders laugh at their own mistakes, it shows that they are confident and easy to talk to. They show others how to be strong and show that failing is a part of growing, not something to be ashamed of. Mistakes will happen. How you answer is the question. Musashi lost fights, got his moves wrong, and lost. Even so, he never let failure define who he was. He changed and improved his skills, and when he came back, he was stronger. When a leader laughs at mistakes instead of getting angry or blaming someone, it lowers stress and promotes a culture of trying new things and coming up with new ideas. It's safe for people to learn and take risks. It makes you more human to laugh at your mistakes. It helps people relate to you. That you don't take yourself too seriously makes people feel like they can be more themselves around you. To do this, start by being honest about your mistakes and keeping a light heart. Tell a funny story about a time you failed. Ask your team to see mistakes as chances to learn, not as things that can go wrong. This change in how you think makes you braver and more creative. It serves as a reminder that being a leader is a process, not a goal. Musashi's life shows us that persistence, humor, and the ability to accept flaws are key to success. People will want to follow you not out of fear, but because you laugh at your mistakes and make them feel like they are part of the same human race. Step 6. Share the spotlight. Leaders who take all the attention turn people off. Miyamoto Musashi never aimed for fame or honor for himself. He was interested in mastery and finding the way. "See that which you can't see with the eye," he wrote. This means seeing the deeper worth in what other people do, even if it's not obvious at first. Share the attention with others if you want to be a leader that people want to follow. Openly praise your team's work and accomplishments. Thanks people who deserve it. Celebrate the group's success. When you share the stage, you build trust and respect between each other. People are driven and feel like they are valued. When their work is recognized, they become more committed to the goal. Musashi never tried to be the most important person in the world. He fought to do what was right. Becoming humble is a strong lesson for leaders today. Sharing the attention also means giving other people the chance to own it. Let your team take charge of projects, speak up in meetings, and do their best in the areas they know how to do. This not only boosts confidence, but it also makes future leaders. Sharing your success makes it bigger. It's less about self and more about working together as a leader. Get better at saying things like, "This was a team effort," or "I want to recognize them for their great work." People will feel a lot better about following you if you do these easy things. Musashi's ideas teach us that real leadership goes beyond individual success. It's about seeing the whole picture. People want to walk with you instead of behind you when you lead with humility and kindness. Step 7. Care out loud. Care out loud is the best way to become a leader that people want to follow. Miyamoto Musashi was very disciplined and smart because he knew a lot about people and the world around him. Caring is what makes you strong, not weak. Leaders who don't care don't do much to inspire. People who show they care in an open way make relationships that last. Caring out loud means being clear and consistent about how much you care, appreciate, and support someone. It means checking in on someone to see how they're really doing, noticing how hard they're working, and being there for them when things get tough. One of Musashi's strengths was that he respected both his enemies and his friends. He respected the spirit of people in all their forms. You get people to believe and follow you when you show that you care. Your team knows that you see and hear them and care about what they have to say. This mental link is what keeps teams together when things get tough. Practice talking and acting in ways that show you care. Thank people a lot. Check back often. Mark important events. Help people grow as people. Being open about caring also means being open. Tell us about your problems and your goals. Let people in. Being open like this makes people feel safe and encourages others to do the same. Musashi's heritage shows us that being a leader isn't about dominance, but about making connections. You become a real leader, someone people want to follow with all their hearts, when you show that you care.